we're not experts.
No, we're not. We're not experts at all.
No, but I can tell you this. Caleb knows a thing or two about creepers and jeepers.
Dog man.
And cryptids. Today, Caleb is going to take us through a bunch of cryptid stories, all Michigan related. And maybe we'll learn a thing or two about cryptids today.
We might. Who knows? I'm Noah.
I'm Big Mike.
I'm Caleb.
And we're not experts.
We're not experts! To preface Dogman and the Michigan Cryptids, it's like the most Michigan thing you've ever seen in your life. The things that we consider monsters that like plague us.
Yeah.
And then my favorite thing about cryptids and monsters is the people who like put them on and make these like crazy websites I'll show you think they're scientists. Like they are some sort of like...
It's like the Michigan version of Bigfoot.
It is. We actually have Bigfoot, but it's not as big as Dogman. Oh, Dogman. But they all think, and it's not a disrespect to them because this stuff is amazing to read.
Yeah.
But they do think like they have like a science, which I think you might be able to get a degree in cryptozoology.
Yeah.
But it is funny when you're reading this stuff because you were talking about one of these things is they thought an ogre lived in Michigan, and
Really?
you're reading them, they're using like analytics, and you're like, what am I reading right now, man? We're talking about ogres.
What the frick? I didn't even know there was like a whole bunch of like cryptid things for Michigan. Because I mean, like cryptids are just like monster-verse type stuff, right?
Yeah.
Just like weird,
Unexplained weird things.
unexplained weird thing, like skinwalkers or whatever.
Yeah. The best cryptid, in my opinion, is Mothman.
I've heard of Mothman before, but that's not Michigan, is that?
No, I think that's like San Fran and West Virginia. I'll get into Dogman with this intro paragraph.
Yeah, tell me about Dogman. Tell me about him.
What is the Michigan Dogman? In Michigan folklore, the Dogman was first witnessed in 1887 in Wexford County, Michigan. I don't know where that is.
I don't know where that is either.
The creature is described as a 7-foot-tall, amber-eyed, bipedal canine-like animal with the torso of a man and a fearsome howl that sounds like a human scream.
So is he just like... Is it just his upper body that's man, or is it his whole body except his head? Like
How
an
close
Egyptian
is he
god?
to a werewolf?
He's a werewolf.
Okay.
It's essentially as you go on,
Yeah, that's a Michigan
Native
thing.
Americans consider it a Wendigo.
Oh, okay.
And I guess they're similar, but like, I don't know, Americans consider it a werewolf because that's the
Okay.
closest thing we can make in our
Yeah.
own heads. But yeah, it's basically just a giant werewolf that kind of looks like a dog.
Oh, okay. All right. Continue.
Okay. So, this one went straight for it. I want to say this because this is the funniest stuff in the world to me.
Okay.
So, the Dogman essentially, 1887, we've been freaking
Yeah.
on the Dogman hype for what? Over 200 years. No, over 100 years. The Dogman hype.
200 years.
200 years with Dogman.
Oh,
And
man.
that's our biggest freaking one. French
Yeah.
explorers call it the loup garou.
The loup
I think that's how
garou.
you pronounce it. I don't speak French. 'cause
That's
it's
so,
stupid.
but that's a fun word to say it. Just say it real quick.
Loup garou.
Loup garou.
Hey, loup garou.
Loup garou. Come on, say it.
Loup garou.
Come on, say it.
Say it.
Now.
Bark.
Well, yeah, you can't even bark like a dog, man. It's just a human scream.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Really?
it sounds
I
like
can't
human
bark?
screaming.
That's a really
Dude,
good fact
that's like
to know.
skinwalker type stuff.
Really, that's why they consider it a Wendigo.
Oh, okay.
But, so, what I wanted to do, just because I just wanted to read you some of these sightings.
Yeah.
I'll read you the prefaces to some of, like, the minor ones that no one cares about.
Okay.
Then I'll get into, like, these,
So
like,
juicy.
actual posted ones where people are, like, very committed to it on the forums. Like, I saw...
Like the
a
Reddit
dog.
stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, oh, they're so funny. So this website is called Real Unexplained Mysteries, and it has that, like, I listen to Blink 182 kind of font to it. There has been over 500 reported sightings of the Wendigo/Dogman.
That's honestly a lot.
The first one in the Rexford County was saw by a group of lumberjacks.
It's always the lumberjacks.
Where the
Dude, lumberjacks are kind of awesome.
when
That's true.
No, they're not. No, wait, I'm not gonna say that.
They're cool. They're cool.
They're cool. Dangerous stuff. God bless them.
Yeah.
The group believed it was a threatening wolf breed, and it decided to chase it off their work area. Just casually, like, oh my god, there's a giant wolf. Let's chase it.
You
Let's
see a
get it
giant
out.
wolf that looks like a werewolf, and you're like, oh, it's just a breed of wolf. Let's chase it out of
Dude,
here.
it's the 1887 logic. Like, oh, just get 'em
Oh,
out of here.
this was back in the
1887 lumberjacks. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
These
Yeah.
guys are taking like butter knives to trees and trying to cut them down, man.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, they were stupid then.
What do
They
you
didn't
think
know what they were
happened
doing.
in the 1800s?
I don't know.
They took
I
butter
should know. I
knives.
know
Butter
a lot.
knives
I know a
straight
lot
to
about that
trees.
time too.
Not enough about lumberjacks, apparently.
Yeah. So the first sighting. So apparently they cornered the creature
Uh-huh.
and stood up on his back legs and stood in a human stance. The lumberjacks quickly lost their nerve and ran back to the Woodland HQ in fear of their lives.
Huh.
Incredible.
But what if it was just a wolf that just like reared up on its back paws?
Stood up.
Yeah, because dogs can do that. They can stand on their back paws for like a hot sec.
Right. Well, yeah, it's also stupid if you think about it because they basically saw a single wolf, a pack creature, and was like,
Yeah.
let's chase it. Let's
Yeah.
chase this thing and corner it. Let's corner a wild animal that hunts in packs of over 20. This is the best idea we have.
This is the best idea we got. I just find it so weird that they were immediately like, were these guys like, oh, that's got to be a werewolf at that moment, or was it other people who heard the story and were like, that's got to be the werewolf thing, the dog man?
That must
I think it was.
be.
I think they got because they ended up reporting it to their like superiors or whatever.
Oh, okay, and the
And
superior.
I think it got into one of those 1887 like tabloids of like mysterious creatures seen in the UP kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because
I
they used
got
to have those all over freaking
Yeah.
London.
Wait,
Everyone
this
thought it
is
was
taking
cool.
place in the UP?
Wexford County, I think that's the UP. I could be completely
I'll
wrong,
look
but
it
if we're
up.
lumberjacking, it has to be.
We have our
UP.
resident Googler. He's gonna look it
Yeah,
up.
thank you. But no, because I know like it's the kind of thing where like when we first went to America, we thought we thought like all kinds of animals were like monsters that we couldn't understand. Until we finally got it, we're like, oh, it's just a funny little animal. Let's put this in a book.
I just find that so funny.
Dog man?
Yeah, like
That's what we have, dog, man.
I don't understand why people saw like these have to be like setting. Are we for this? Are we for cryptids or are we against them? Should I be
What are you
disproving this
talking?
or proving it?
You can disprove because I'm gonna.
You disprove,
Yeah.
I'll be neutral, you prove.
Okay,
Okay, I like
So
that.
I'll genuinely take a side of who's making the better argument right now.
I just think they're interesting. Like, are they real? No, I think some of the stuff, like
Yeah.
against the Native American lore, with, like Rendigos and like
Yeah.
Skinwalkers,
Skinwalkers
I'll
look
believe
like
in
that.
that stuff because like I get it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, Dogman's just funny to me.
Dogman is definitely one of those ones that it's like, come on, man, it's a wolf that
Well,
you're seeing. It's
'cause-
gotta
Yeah.
Right, because either Dogman is freaking what 140 some years old,
be. He might be.
or there's like a whole Dogman populace that
There's
keeps coming up.
Every time a dogman dies, a new one is born.
Another one grows its
They're
hair.
like chosen. It's like Black Panther. They gotta
Yeah.
eat the special little fruit and they grow power.
They have to eat the previous dogman. That's what happens. You eat the previous dogman, you become dogman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, never mind. Forget what I said. I'm for this. Dogman's real.
I'm for it too. Let's do
Dogman's
that
real.
one.
Oh my gosh.
Another sighting. This one was in 1938 with a teenage boy named Robert.
Downey Jr.
Fortney.
Sorry.
This is in Paris, Michigan. If you want to look up where Paris, Michigan is.
Okay.
I think that's in France.
So this is another.
Wow.
It is funny to think we have so many Parises, but I guess
Sorry.
what freaking Michigan was a French thing at first.
Was it? Yeah. Yeah.
We should make a tiny Eiffel Tower there, like they have in Paris,
Detroit.
Texas, or whatever.
Detroit?
Detroit. No, I agree. We should have a Eiffel Tower to honor our French ancestry.
Yo, there might be an Eiffel Tower in Paris.
I'm glad my family.
Yo,
was
they're
immigrants.
straight up
An Eiffel Tower in
an
Paris, Michigan?
Eiffel Tower in Paris, Michigan.
Dude, that's actually crazy.
We gotta
My-
go. How far?
My mind is blown. Where is Paris, Michigan?
Paris, Michigan.
It'll be on the Patreon.
Is about.
I made a Patreon.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
We don't make jokes. We only make
3
facts.
hours away.
That's not bad.
Where-
Which
3.5
direction?
Mm.
North, south,
Um,
east, west?
the exact county as the last dog man.
Oh no!
The same area.
Dude.
Oh,
The other one was about 20 minutes away from here.
Should we go on a dogman hunt?
I think we might have to.
In
Dude,
Paris,
that's
Michigan?
a crazy little turn, though.
That's crazy.
That's in the same area? Kill,
That's-
it's all making sense.
Okay.
I believe in dogman.
Okay, so this is Robert Fortney. This is 1938. Teenage boy, right?
Yeah.
Another really bizarre maneuver this guy decided to do.
Okay.
Just like the last one, we see a wolf. Let's chase a single pack creature.
Okay.
Not worrying about the fact that there's probably 20 other wolves around, right? Deep in
Yeah.
the forest.
I wouldn't worry about that.
No, yeah, of course. You can fight wolves off.
I would worry about that.
Do you see like a pack of 15 wolves to take on a bear, and it's like the most epic thing in the world. Because they both don't know who's going to win.
I'm not gonna lie, wolves are my favorite animal.
Wolves are amazing. Which, honestly,
Which is
Dogman
why I
probably
believe in
considers a
dogman.
wolf. Well, I'm not supposed to be a skeptic, but I will say,
You're the skeptic
because
now,
when
I
you
believe.
think of wolves, you think of dogs. But when you see wolves,
They're so different.
massive.
They're massive.
Yeah.
They're
They're
seriously
so different.
massive. Yeah.
So different.
So,
I want a pet wolf.
so I can
Hey.
imagine these guys thinking they're chasing around a little dog, and you get up close to it and it stands up a little bit, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh god.
Oh,
'Cause they're huge.
Dogman.
Yeah. Anyway. Hey there, podcasters. It's been another successful podcast with you guys listening in, and I just want to say how much we all really appreciate your listening on to our things, and I don't know where I'd be without you, truly. And, we just want to say it. Please listen 69 times over if you can. And, check out Magic Touch photos and drop some support, some topic ideas, anything you might like to see. And I think it would be really beneficial to all of us if we can really connect with this podcast. And can't wait to hear you hearing us next time. Oh yeah. So the dude seen a wild pack of dogs, right?
Okay.
And decided, you know what? He was hunting, so he's like, I'm just gonna attack these dogs with my rifle, scare them off, you know?
Yeah.
All the dogs made a dash.
Oh, and they formed one big dog.
Right, except the biggest one.
Oh.
This creature reared up on his back legs and stared directly at the teenager.
Good.
This sounds
It's like the
cat.
memes when you look at him and he starts naming
Yeah,
off
I
like
don't
his
know if I
place where he
believe this
lives
one.
and his
Yeah.
name.
May 19th, 2025, 6:24 p.m.
Dude, what's gonna
Parish
happen?
Do
Drive.
not look outside.
Dude, that teenager wouldn't even be alive then. What year was this? Like 19 something?
1938,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's not alive anymore.
My bad, my bad.
Who's warning us?
Rest in peace,
He
that
could be.
teenager.
He'd be like 90.
So apparently it stood up, stared at
I
him.
guess, yeah.
So the guy then took his gun and pointed at him. And it said for what seemed like an eternity,
No, he'd be like.
they locked eyes until the dog went back, or the wolf dog man, whatever it might be, went back to its four-legged stance and went back to the forest.
Oh, so it couldn't stand on its hind legs for very
too
long.
Yeah,
no,
that's-
well, apparently an
Alright,
eternity, according
that
to
one's
the kid.
fake.
Well, here's the thing. Because
Yeah,
there's another thing
I
that
think it
goes
would-
with it.
It would feel like eternity if, like, a bear or something reared up on its hind legs and stared at you.
Dude, if
Yeah,
you
I
look at
agree.
eternity when you're waiting for the microwave to hit zero.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this one's fake.
That's fake news.
I don't
right
believe
there.
that one
That's
at
a
all.
wolf.
I was out hunting and I see a pack of dogs and one of them stood up 6 feet tall, stared right at me. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't pull the trigger.
Official statement on that one. Cap, Your Honor.
Well, this is one thing I will just drop with because this is like
Okay.
the description of him throughout.
Yeah.
6 foot tall,
Okay.
hind legs, bright light blue eyes. It's either
Bright
light blue eyes or it's red eyes.
Light blue eyes look good. So.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna save the Dogman song for a
Good to
little
know.
bit. The Dogman song is the funniest thing in the world.
There's a Dogman song.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it because I thought it'd be funny if we listened to it together.
Okay.
Cool. I appreciate that.
Okay, so
How do
I'm
you
gonna
know it's the funniest then?
because the dude wrote a Dogman song in
I-
1987.
Should
Oh,
you should
In
you tease us?
1987.
you know I was prefacing it
Wait,
with
I'll
there's
tell you-
always these weird sites.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phantoms of Monsters, Pulse of the Paranormal.
You know
And
what
you got
this site
those.
kind of reminds me of? You know, like American and Michigan Chillers.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to
Yeah.
Jonathan Rand's website for that stuff? It kind
No.
of looks like this.
I'm gonna have to look in that. I love those books. I
I
use
did-
them to
I have 'em
prop
all.
up stuff now.
Yeah, I have them all. You remember the Michigan book? You think we got like swamp creature things?
Yeah, 100%.
All right,
What
just thought
if
I'd check in.
we read our own Dogman song, and then compare it to the already written Dogman song,
I like it.
and see if Dogman's maybe speaking to us through some, like, spiritual realm. and
Oh,
then
so like
he
before we
taught us
listen
how
to it,
write, yeah.
before we listen to it right now, we write our own song right
Exactly.
I want to talk about the song now because we're already so deep into
now.
it.
Wait, hold on. Let me. Dog man, he is so tall, man. He is our dog man. I hope he calls, man. So tall he stands, man. What a grand man. Dog man.
I don't know if this guy was like born or like 1987 high,
Yeah.
but he wanted to write a Dogman song.
Yeah.
And he did.
Wait, who's it by?
Steve Cook recorded the song as a joke for his radio show, but after playing it, it went crazy. He popularized Dogman by writing this funny song he played for the Traverse City Denzians, which, what you said before, it makes sense. Traverse City are the kind of people to be like,
I know.
Dogman song, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
do we want to play it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's it called?
It's
called-
The Legend of the Michigan Dogman.
In 1917, a sheriff who was out walking found a driverless wagon and tracks in the dust like wolves had been stalking. Near the roadside, a four-horse team lay dead with their eyes open wide. When the vet finished up his examination, he said it looked like they died of fright. In 37, a schooner captain said several crew members had reported a pack of wild dogs roaming Bowers Harbor. His story was never recorded.
Okay, so we fast forward about halfway through the song there.
That was
It's already
interesting.
going hard.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like the beat for that
The
was
beat was
fire. When
really
was this
good.
written?
1987.
1987.
It sounds like an 80s song.
You want to know how much money this song made?
How much?
$60,000.
Oh,
$60,000.
$60,000.
Dude,
The Dogman song.
I didn't know Dogman was so popular and so cool.
You want to hear the stupid part of it?
Yeah.
And you can call me an animal hater, but it's not why I think it's stupid. The dude said he felt a little guilty about making so much money off the subject, so he donated all the earnings to animal charities.
oh, what a nerd.
I think
That's
that,
what I'm thinking. I'm like, what are you talking about, my guy?
Yeah, that's so dumb.
I felt bad with the victims of Dogman that I couldn't keep the money. I just feel bad in my conscience.
In my conscience, I just felt so bad because Dogman is obviously real.
I'd eat a dog.
Dogman deserves the money, but he's a free creature, and I just can't give him the money. You know, I don't want him to find him, so I'll just donate to other dogs.
I wonder if he wrote this song because Dogman found him and contacted him and was like, "Hey, I need
Candy
you to write a song."
royalties? Oh, yeah.
No,
I'm
like
down on my
Dogman,
luck.
like Dogman found him and was like, "Hey, I want you to write a song about me." Like he visited him in a dream. You
It's
know?
like God and the
That could be
prophets.
right.
Like, I need you to be my mouth.
Are we going again?
Oh, yeah.
More.
In 57, a man at the claw found claw marks on an old church door. The newspaper said they'd been made by a dog. He'd have had to stood 7'4". In 67, a van load of hippies told a park ranger named Quinlan they'd been awakened in the night by a scratch at the window. There was a dog man looking in and grinning. In 77, there were screams in the night near the village of Bel Air. Could have been a bobcat, could have been the wind. Nobody looked up there. Then in the summer of 87, Near Luther, it happened again. At a cabin in the woods, it looked like maybe someone had tried to break in. There were cuts around the doors that could only been made by very sharp teeth and claws. He didn't wear shoes because he didn't have feet. He walked on just 2 paws.
This guy's got a good flow.
He didn't wear shoes. He
got a
didn't
good
wear
flow.
shoes because he didn't have feet.
I like how he ran out of the rhyme scheme and just goes, and you're looking, there.
Yeah.
He just didn't know what to do.
He didn't know what to do right
There's
there.
another minute. Are we tackling it?
No.
No,
Okay.
that was
God,
good
no,
enough. That was
dude.
good enough. Oh,
Oh,
my goodness.
I can't believe they made $60,000.
What's it called if people want to look it up?
The Legend of the Michigan Dogman
The Legend
by
of the Michigan
Steve
Dogman.
Cook.
Steve Cook.
$60,000. What is Traverse City people smoking? What's in those cherries?
I'm not even gonna lie though. The song went hard. I'll listen to it
It
daily.
did. I think
It
I
wasn't
listened
that
to it
bad.
at Halloween.
Dude, we should listen to it to hype ourselves up for the special edition
Oh,
Halloween
yeah.
stream.
We got a great Halloween podcast in the works for you guys.
Should we do that as like a special thing on our Patreon?
Yeah.
Dude, that podcast, I don't
What's
know if we
the
can do
min?
it.
Can you get a Patreon without donating? Like, can you become a member without donating?
Maybe.
Because
We could
I
just
don't
set the
expect
minimum
people to
at-
donate.
£1.
We could set the $1. A pound is way too cheap.
Yeah, I guess we did surpass the pound. Eat that, British.
I'd pay $1 for a special edition Halloween stream plus more.
We gotta charge them the most bizarre amount, like 54.2 cents. We can't put points in cents.
That was a good try though.
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
That was a good try though.
Hey,
Anyway.
you want to hear about a dog man sighting?
Yeah, so well in the song I heard him he talked about some sighting about some people in a car or something. Is that on there? In like 1962?
No, I don't have that much information.
Oh,
It was
okay.
so hard to gather information because one of the main sources is Wikipedia,
Oh yeah.
but it was like edited like 100 times. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm
You
reading.
can't be trusting it. Especially not something like as scientifically proven as cryptids.
dog
You can't be
man,
yeah.
No, yeah, I didn't want to just present you with bad
That's
information.
scientifically proven.
Yeah. So
All right, hit us with another Dogman sighting. Then let's get another Michigan cryptid in here.
yeah.
Okay, so I got 2 of them I want to read because to
Okay.
me they're funny to read.
Okay.
So this is by Phantom of Monsters, Pulse of the Paranormal, right?
Okay.
This is from July 13th, 2021.
All right.
A Michigan teen is alarmed to. Okay, of course, there's spelling errors. So it's gonna. I'm gonna have to read. There's a lot of spelling errors in
That's
this.
okay. That's okay. Take your time.
A Michigan teen is alarmed to see a large, mysterious wolf-like creature in their neighbor's yard. Eye slowly comes closer, and eventually stands upright. Was this Dogman?
Dude,
That's actually what it
No,
says.
it literally says a Michigan teen is alarmed to see a large, mysterious wolf-like creature in their neighbor's yard. I slowly comes closer and eventually stands upright. Was this a Dogman? I recently came across the following account.
Oh man.
That was insane.
How do you
That's-
think a Traverse City teenager who saw Dogman talks? Because that's the voice I want to do.
A Traverse City teenager seeing dogs.
Bro, I'm telling you, I seen a Dogman. I'm telling you.
Like, bro, 3 nights ago, I saw something that I just can't fully understand or explain. I live in mid-Michigan in a small residential suburban town, all right? Surrounded by cornfields. However, I do live in the most populated area as my parents' house, where I currently reside. I can't. He's talked about
I
where he
believe
lived
you, man.
5 times.
No, man, I believe
No.
you. I believe you.
Right, bro. I'm
Keep
sorry.
going.
I'm downing myself. It's all these haters. This house, my parents' house, where I currently live, is located within walking distance of our downtown. In
Can I
parentheses.
stop you for a second? This house, my parents' house, where I currently live.
That's what's so funny.
Did I mention I
It said
lived in this
downtown with
house?
quotation marks too. The downtown suburban area.
Dude, someone teach this kid. I'm sorry if you're listening to this somehow and like you wrote this. Learn how to spell.
Dude, it's like
And, like,
actually
right
Right,
painful,
go back
but
to school.
That's why that's why it's so
Dude.
funny to me.
I have a feeling he's like a hillbilly or something now.
Yeah, for sure.
Like he didn't complete school.
Well,
He did like
He makes
third grade.
moonshine.
He's
probably plays
reiterating the same
banjo.
point in different ways.
Yeah,
And it's like, dude, like you don't
I get it. You were at your house downtown, at your parents' house. That is.
a suburban town,
Suburban
but not too
town.
suburban.
You reside in
it's
your
empty,
parents' house.
but not that empty. And in my house, my parents' house that I reside in. Like, It's the same thing with this.
Okay, keep going,
Oh,
keep going.
God. Our street is by no means desolate, dark, or isolated, and most of the houses are fairly close to one another. A pretty urban setting, given the town itself. Third time he's stated it's a
It's
modern town
Yeah.
that's a little empty.
Yeah.
It's about 2:30 a.m. And since it's pretty normal for me to be up late, I'm doing the voice again. Me and my dog have developed what I call our little routine.
Oh.
Parentheses.
Well,
He come.
No.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
He come to my door. Lets out a huff. Parentheses.
Let's add a.
To inform me that he's there.
Okay.
And then we go downstairs. Well, I let him go outside through the front door to do his business.
Okay.
After completing,
after completing, after completion,
I can't. He completed. He comes in and we share a midnight snack of ham straight from the fridge.
Straight from
I
the
kind
fridge.
of like this bond between this
man
this
and
young
his-
boy
and his pup.
and his pup.
He completed his outside business. Then we ate straight fridge ham together. Like it's just so awesome.
I'm
Here's the
picturing
thing,
it
though.
as that crazy dog from earlier.
Here's the thing, though. He said it was part of his routine. So every single night, he's letting his dog out, and they're both eating some ham
At
straight out the
2:30
fridge.
a.m.
They're
in their parents' house that he resides in.
in
their,
a town.
Yeah, in a town that's populated, but not too populated, next to their downtown. But it's still not that urban.
I bet his parents, like the ones whose house he lives in, I bet they spend so much money on him.
They probably don't know he lives there. That's probably why he's doing it 2:30 a.m. and stealing ham in the fridge with his dog.
They don't know he lives there still.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Did he mention he lived there?
Yeah, he did. I think.
Oh yeah.
Currently resides, by the way. Currently resides.
Oh, cool.
Now keep in mind, my dog is extremely well trained and very old.
Okay.
He doesn't need a leash or a fence to keep him from running away. He always comes right back after he's done. We even wait at the door if you aren't there. So on this particular night, I open the door for him. I'm just about to turn and walk away so I can prepare our midnight snack.
Yeah.
Prepare his nice little ham dinner.
Nice little frozen ham.
Frozen ham at 2:30 a.m. I got to put it on my little plates. When I notice he's still standing on the porch, staring across the street.
That's sketchy.
This isn't completely out of the norm for him, but this was lasting a bit longer than usual.
That is
Hey,
sketchy.
it's getting
I
scary,
don't know if I'm
man.
just like being too critical about writing because I like to write,
Yeah.
but you state that it's not out of the norm, but it's not like it does. He doesn't do it a lot, but then
Yeah.
mention how it's not usual at the same time.
Yeah, you
Like,
can't be doing that.
You're countering your own sentence.
It can't be something that is both unusual yet usual.
Yeah, or
Usual,
it can
but
be
unusual.
urban yet unurban.
Yeah. I live in an urban town, yet also not urban.
Well, what am I at? Oh yeah, when he
Interesting.
finally jumps off the porch,
Oh,
I follow his line of sight where he had been staring, and I see what looks like a large dog, or maybe even a wolf, slinking across my neighbor yard. Like a large dog, or maybe even a wolf, slinking across my neighbor yard on the other side of the street. For the first few seconds, I'm trying to figure out WTF this thing is, because it looks like it could be a dog, but something isn't right. It's too long, and the way it's moving isn't normal. And even though it was only about 50 feet away, it looked as though it was blurry. Now, he didn't do parentheses.
it was blurry.
It was
As in,
just
like my
it
boy
was
had.
two italics.
Oh, it's italicized.
Yeah, he's got the two little I don't even know what that means.
Oh, you mean like the quotations?
Yeah, but not quotations. With just the two.
Like
Just
one
one
and one.
singular.
Like
One and one
like,
single,
Oh,
yeah, one, one.
it's single quotes.
Single
I don't know what
quotes.
that means then.
It was single. blurry.
Wait, to be in case it's not clear to those listening, Caleb's not a dumb fish. He's just reading exactly.
I'm reading
how this
exactly
guy
how
wrote.
he's put the same
Yeah.
sentence legitimately twice. Like when I read about him
Yeah.
seeing the wolf, he put that twice.
He put that twice.
So I read it twice.
Okay, I thought you just read it twice.
No,
like
it
you
was
were making
twice.
sure. Here's the other thing that I was thinking too when he said that he saw something in his neighbor's yard. I wonder if that was just like a coyote, because we get coyotes here sometimes.
Yeah.
Like my
Well,
my sister's gone outside and seen a coyote before, like at
Right.
night.
And if you don't see that kind of stuff, it all looks freaky.
No, it's definitely freaky.
Okay, where are we? And also, him saying look blurry. Yeah, it's freaking 2:30 a.m.
It's 2:30
have
a.m.
your-
You're probably sleep deprived. You haven't had your ham yet.
Yeah, that's right. It's 50 feet away in freaking brush, and you're like, hey, it was just fuzzy. It's like, yeah, man, you have human eyes. I'm sorry to tell
It's freaking
you.
nighttime, my
You
dude.
should have got your night vision goggles out. Like,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can't
God.
think of any other way to describe it. None of it made sense. At this point, I go into a panic mode because so far this creature hasn't seemed to notice me or my dog. But
That's
if it
good.
does, my dog doesn't stand a chance.
True.
Like I said, he's old. And also a Pomeranian. He's sharing meat in the morning with a Pomeranian. That's so cute.
Oh.
He probably sit on his little lap and they take turns biting off at the same slice.
Yeah.
He gives that kind of energy.
Okay, man.
Like I probably kiss my dog in my mouth.
I hate people who do that, dude. Like, do you not know where that tongue has been? Dogs will
Everywhere.
lick their buttholes and everything else.
And they don't wash it.
Yeah, they don't wash it.
Don't wash that tongue.
You
don't
don't want
care.
that thing in your mouth yet. For some reason, you get all up in his grill and you just his tongue in your mouth. Oh
Well,
god.
it's the same idea of kissing.
Yeah.
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 It's gross when you think about it, but the good outweighs the bad.
Not with dogs.
No, with dogs. Human dogs, no.
Not with dogs.
What about dog man?
Oh,
I would kiss dog man.
doesn't he have a dog head?
Yes.
He has a wolf head.
Yes, he's a wolf.
Okay.
I'm not a furry, but I just think if I can kiss a cryptid,
Nobody brought up you being a furry.
Yeah, where'd that come from?
no, it wasn't.
Hey,
It
what's
wasn't
that
like,
about?
listen, Freud. It wasn't like a subconscious thing. It was like 'cause I'm talking about kissing a wolf. Okay.
Sigmund's onto something.
Don't let Caleb go to
Snapchat
the
is
Renaissance
ultimate way to
Festival.
understand.
Yeah,
No,
for
don't. I
real.
don't even want to think about that experience. Anyways, what? Oh my gosh, this guy's awesome. Whatever this thing was, it would destroy him, no doubt.
No doubt.
No doubt.
He plays video games, no doubt. my boy plays video games. That's why he was up until 2:30. He was playing
Yeah.
video games.
Yeah.
Gotta
No
get
doubt.
his after freaking. He's playing Warzone's. Gotta get his like little night ham snatch. Snack. I don't know why I said that word. I should have said that word back.
It's because you're used to reading this dude's cat
I
scratch.
can't. I don't know what's. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what's going on.
It probably makes you look so bad in the podcast, but
It's
it
like-
truly is
It's
just not
driving
even
me
English.
crazy.
It's like worse than Old English.
True, true.
It's not even making sense. I can vouch for Caleb. He's a smart guy.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
I decided to slowly open the outer glass door, hoping to create just enough noise to alert my dog that it's time to come in,
But instead,
but not enough.
did he
for
put that in there?
No, that
Okay.
would have been so good. But not enough for whatever that thing is to hear me too. Okay, how loud is a glass door that I'm opening loud enough for my dog 50 feet away
I
to
think
be
he's
like,
talking
"Oh."
about telling his. Oh wait, what?
He said for the
Well-
dog to hear, but didn't open
Okay,
it loud
so-
enough for the monster.
Was
to
it a
hear.
door or like a sliding door? First off,
It's an outer glass door.
outer glass door.
Outer
Do you
glass.
think
That's a door.
that's like
I
you know how
think.
my door upstairs when you open that first door when you go
Yeah.
in it kind of creaks a
It
little
always
bit.
Yeah.
creaks.
I bet I bet it's like that where it,
All
like,
right.
it creaked a little bit.
There's
you know?
some logic to it. All right. I'll
Imagine
give
like
that.
a spooky creak in the dead of the night.
Yeah.
Well, luckily,
Luckily,
my dog notices right away.
and he booked it.
Yep, starts running right back towards me. But at the same time, this dog creature starts turning toward me
The dog. man.
slowly. It's almost felt fake how unnatural it moved. Like animatronics or something.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. But I have this indescribable feeling that I'm not supposed to be seeing this.
I mean, it's 2:30 a.m. You're seeing some type of freaking wolf or coyote. Yeah, you're
He's
not
looking in
supposed to
the
be
face
seeing
of God and be like, I'm not supposed to do this, man.
it. I'm not supposed to be looking at this right now.
So, as this thing is turning to look at me, my dog is coming through the door simultaneously, and for about 1 second, I take my eyes off this creature thing to look down at my dog and close the door. When I look back, this thing has moved about 30 feet to the left into my neighbor's driveway, rather than their yard, and is standing on its hind legs at around 7 to 8 feet tall, staring at me. Now I'm really freaking out! Exclamation point.
78 feet tall.
No,
It said 7 to 8 feet.
It's
I don't
7
know
to
if
8
I'm
feet, I'm
saying
sorry.
78.
I was gonna say like
He's 78 feet
he's
tall.
70. And you know the big like siren head thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm its dog, man.
That's
He's
what he
staring
saw.
down at this guy.
Dude, imagine.
That'd be
Why am I
insane.
keeping
Okay,
him?
7 to 8 feet tall is more believable as a dog man, but it might have been just like a dude in a ghillie suit late at night trying to break into the neighbor's house.
True.
How did it move so quickly?
Or it's not real.
And how did it not make a single sound? How is it so tall? I literally looked away for maybe a second. I look away again, lock the door, and gather myself, only to look again and see absolutely nothing. It was gone.
Why would you look away again?
Yeah, right? It freaking covered 30 feet of ground and grew
In
like
1
6
second.
feet straight up.
In 1 second,
Yeah.
you're like, I'm just gonna look away again.
It's like the freaking, what is it, Weeping Angels?
Yeah. Imagine it was. He turns around, it's in the house with him.
Dude, this gets even better,
Does
actually. Because this is the ending.
Okay.
The whole ordeal lasted only about 20 to 30 seconds total.
Okay.
Shaking. I give my dog his ham and mine. And I run downstairs to my brother's room in the basement and tell him what happened. Being a normal 19-year-old playing video games, his response was, wow, WTF? That's super weird. But honestly, I just needed to tell someone to confirm that just actually happened. To confirm that was what just happened actually happened, and I want to wake up for the next day and convince myself it was a dream. Wow.
I mean, that was good, yeah.
That was painful.
I think we need to leave this Dogman topic.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
first of all, how does it... Going downstairs to his brother doesn't confirm anything. His brother didn't see anything. Also, his brother was up late gaming, so you already know.
The fact that he went to his gamer brother and was like, man, I seen a dog, man. And he's like, man, that's weird, bro.
Dude,
and then
that's
he
weird.
walked away.
Dude, his brother did not care at all. He
That
was
was-
just like, oh, that's crazy, man.
Man, that's some crazy stuff. Do you have your ham? Yeah, okay, cool, man. Go to bed.
Yeah,
You
go to
deserve
bed.
it.
You go to
You're
bed.
killing it, champ.
You're killing it.
So I am going to
Good
show
job
one more
with the ham.
picture about Dogman before we move on, because I found this Dogman website that's all about Dogman,
Yeah.
and I wanted to show you the two types of Dogman.
Well, this website says
Look
dog men. So
at
this
type-
website,
3 Dogmen. He's ripped.
I got
Absolutely.
so,
When I think of
so the
Dogman,
canine type is like a werewolf, and then
Yeah.
type 3 dogman is literally the buffest builder you can imagine.
yeah, I don't know what
he's
I'm looking
furry.
at. He looks like a monster of Crash Bandicoot. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
What
Way
happened
too
to type
accurate.
2?
What?
What happened to type 2?
And type 1.
Yeah, you're right. Why did it go straight to type 3?
And there was no type 1 either. There's canine type and there's type 2.
Alright. I'll give you my verdict. Dogman's not real.
What are you talking about? He's real.
That's your verdict? Is that your official
Wait,
verdict?
I don't
can
think
get a
he's real.
Dogman sound.
I think that a lot of these could have been made up, or it could have been just like seeing actual wolves or coyotes.
Well, I think a lot of the thing too with cryptids is that when you actually look at them, and like if you've seen a cryptid, I'm speaking like we have an audience. If you've seen a cryptid, I'm not making fun of you. But I will say, when you talk about where cryptids are, it's mainly like the Midwest and like really boring areas in like America where
Yeah.
it's like people are just so freaking bored. They're trying to come up with anything to keep them entertained, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I think about it. I also think Mr. Guy freaking to look down to open a door and let your dog in.
Yeah.
Any animal can make a 20-foot run.
Yeah. And it's not like it would have made like a lot of noise just running across the grass or anything.
Yeah.
Right.
My official verdict is that he's not real.
Agreed.
You don't believe in Dogman?
Nope. I think Dogman's fake.
I'm actually kind of mad at you.
Why?
I believe in Dogman now.
Do you actually? After
yeah,
all
do you
that?
that ham story?
The ham story convinced you?
Yeah, ham story? What are you talking about, man? He fed his dog ham and he was like, oh, Dogman. It's the greatest thing I've ever read in my life.
No, it's a good story. I think he saw a wolf or a coyote or something.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. At least Bigfoot's like, oh, is there a monkey? Is there a monkey loose in the
Is there a
Appalachians?
big monkey? Is there a monkey in the Appalachians?
I like monkeys.
Shoot me with the next cryptid you got.
Oh god, okay. So I have two very little information about them because I thought it was just really funny to. Okay.
That's fine. We'll just hear the
Do you want to hear
tidbits
about?
about him.
You want to hear about Pressy?
Pressy.
Ooh, I've been excited for Pressy.
I don't know what Pressy is,
I'm
but
excited for
I
Pressy.
do want to hear about Pressy.
Now I will say I purposely try to find some like the worst websites
Yeah.
to present them because I think they're even funnier when you read them.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Great Lakes are so big and deep. They just have to be home to our giant mysterious serpents,
Okay.
populations of which would be difficult to sustain without large numbers, and therefore we'd have more credible and consistent evidence of their existence, right? Right.
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 Many large snaky species.
Did you write that?
No, I just said that. I don't know why. Many large snaky
What's
fishy.
this furry kicking
Well, no,
in?
because it said snaky fishy, and I just said fishy because it
Oh,
felt
okay.
it felt natural. I
Yeah.
don't know. Things have been reported over the years. Among them, the Lake Luna monster, the sea monster of the Mackinac Straits, Saggy, the Saginaw Bay beast, and Goober, the kind of bigger than normal worm splashing in the puddle in my driveway.
Goober's my favorite thing I've ever heard.
Hold on, wait. Did he just say goober is a worm that's bigger than usual that splashes in the driveway?
Yeah, and all those words are capitalized, like it's a proper title.
Hey, Goober, I believe in Goober.
I believe in
I
the
already
Goober.
believe.
I'm so confused why you see a bigger than usual worm and you're like, it's a new species.
Splashing
Goober.
in the puddle of my
It's
driveway.
like the Nebraska night crawlers, Jonathan Rand thing, the American chiller.
That one was weird.
Yeah, it was.
I don't like the big worms.
Well, that's probably what these are. These are probably just like night crawlers, dude. Because night crawlers are bigger than normal worms, aren't they?
I like how they named him Goober though.
I do like that they named him Goober. I like that.
I believe.
I believe in the goobers.
I'm a Goober believer.
Yeah, I believe in the goobers.
Alright, so
Bigger than usual worms.
the bigger than
Yeah.
usual worms in my driveway puddles. Alright, so Pressy is a horse-headed, white-tailed, Lake Superior creature that's named because she was found around the mouth of the Presque Isle River. So instead of naming it Nessie, they just combined Presque and said Pressy.
Right, because they can't do Nessie because
When it's
That's
copyrighted.
his real.
yeah.
A famous photographer, the Pressy, was taken in 1907. And it's another blurry snapshot of something in the water. It is the exact same scenario of Pressy. Or
Of
not.
Nessie.
Oh my god, what did I do?
You're struggling.
So that's Pressy. So I like Pressy.
I could believe in pressing, and it's only
So
because
Pressy
I
is-
feel like we don't know everything that lives in the water. So
It's
why
the
wouldn't
Great
That's
Pressy
a-
be
I
right?
think
that's a whole
everybody
nother
observed
topic.
all of the
Oh,
Great Lakes.
Then probably.
Yeah, it's not like we're talking about like the freaking specific, where it's like,
The,
oh yeah, they're
the
medium.
ocean is a whole different topic for a different day.
True.
But
Yeah,
I believe in pressing
There-
in the ocean.
we know what's going on in our lakes.
there could be a Pressy.
Yeah, I do agree. I agree with that though.
Well, I don't know though, because the Great Lakes.
They're great.
What does it look like again?
Nessie?
Like Nessie. It looks like.
So you know the no, I'm gonna butcher
like a
this 'cause
snake,
I don't
like
play
a
Pokemon.
water
Do you
snake.
play? Have you ever played Pokemon?
Oh yeah, I play Pokemon.
You know that it's like it's not Vishanti or something weird like that. It's like that long snake one.
Dratini, Dragonair.
No, it has no arms or legs. It's like legitimately a snake.
Dratini and Dragonair have. They're like before Dragonite. They're the evolution before Dragonite.
Oh, they're probably that thing. But that's what it looks like essentially. Like
Is it blue and
imagine
white?
imagine a horse with a snake body.
That's
solid white.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like a snake thing.
Yeah, that's Pressy. Now we have yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Okay, yeah. So it looks like Dragonair basically from Pokemon. Okay, cool.
This one I teased to Jordan.
I could believe in Pressy.
Yeah, I don't think pressing could totally be real.
I like the idea that it has a
Pressy
horse
is
head.
real.
Oh.
Pressy is real.
Official
Confirmed.
verdict. Official verdict confirmed.
Official
Pressy is
Pressy song. Pressy. That's all.
real. You
You
sounded
are
like
my
you were about to do more.
bestie.
I thought. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. That was good.
Okay, you ready for the
Where'd the
melon?
harmonica come from?
I
Yeah.
just felt like it would add to.
Okay, I was just curious.
Oh god. All right. So
All right.
the melon heads
What?
of Allegan County. 4-foot tall, bulbous-headed humanoids allegedly lurk in the woods near Holland's Felt Mansion.
What the frick?
According to the stories I've been told, these I'm not going to pronounce that word. Children were killed and ate the doctor who mistreated them,
What the frick?
and now live in underground tunnels, occasionally emerging but never being photographed.
So they're not children anymore.
The
They're
melon
not.
heads
They live in
apparently
tunnels.
have some cousins in Connecticut and Ohio. There is a whole melon
an
head
underground-
family line.
Melon
There's an
heads.
underground society of melonheads. Now here's the thing: we live pretty close to Holland. We could just drive there and try
I
and find
believe
some
in melon
melonheads.
heads
Dude.
because they have cousins.
Oh yeah.
There's a whole family like tree.
But have the cousins been confirmed?
Okay, that's not important. That's not what we're here to discuss.
Okay.
Okay, it's gonna be.
Listen, the melon heads are something that can be proven easily. We just
We'll
have
just
to
go
go to
find
Holland.
them. We just gotta go to Holland. We gotta go to
We
the
gotta find the
forest.
tunnels. You have tunnels by your house. Do you think they're connected?
That's where they come out of.
Every day.
I've never been to the tunnels by your house.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like to
Melon
go
heads,
there
I don't.
anymore because I'm pretty sure homeless guys live in it.
Oh.
And I don't want to risk that one night.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's not a bet I want to make.
Yeah. It'd be a risky thing. Hey guys. We hope you're enjoying that podcast viewing experience. We just wanted to take a moment to give you guys the weekly weather report, just so you know what's going on this here weekend and beginning of week. Looks like we're going to be having some low to mid 60s at the beginning of the weekend here, but we're going to have the rest of the week looking like low 70s up into the high 70s, ending at 79 degrees on next Friday. It'll be a bit cloudy. Expect some showers maybe on Sunday, but a bit cloudy throughout the week with Thursday and Friday looking quite sunny. Make sure you put on that sunscreen and just stay safe out there, folks. We'll get back to the podcast now.
There is a haunted cemetery in Finland.
Oh.
Finlay Cemetery in Grand Rapids.
Oh.
Where there's someone known as the Ada Witch, which is a witch ghost thing that haunts it.
So we're going there, right?
Don't do this.
So I can't do that. Should we go to the Clown Motel?
We should at some point in our lives. I do think we should.
Ooh.
See, that thing I would
Squirrel.
hate just because it was weird looking.
It was very scary looking, but we should at some point. So
Yes.
Patreon. You okay?
You guys ready for the giant squirrel of Amble?
Yes.
You guys ready?
Yes.
I just need to calm down.
Gosh.
Okay. Somewhere in Moulton County is the town of Amble, Michigan.
Okay.
Population approximately 16.7.
Wait, well, hold on. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Explain the 0.7.
16.7
Crippled.
people.
Guy doesn't have his arm or leg. Something like that.
That's your guess.
That's my guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, no, let me. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll count your head as 5.
Torso, 6.
Torso 6. Butt cheeks are 7, 8.
Biggest muscle.
Genital is 9.
16. Oh, because you're
Mine's
trying to get
9
to 10.
and 10.
I'm trying to get to 10.
Nose.
Nose. So this guy's probably missing is
Both his butt cheeks.
both
his
his
nose.
butt cheeks and his nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, honestly. Okay, so basically we're just gonna round up here. There's 17 people that live in
Yeah,
this city.
that
town.
you have houses, bars, one bar.
Oh wait, maybe it's like a little kid that's not fully grown
Well, no,
yet
it's
to
like
be
the thing with
considered
the
a
average
person.
American household has 2.4 kids because that number can either go up or down depending. Statistics are weird.
Right, but they said 16.7 people.
You're right. Approximately.
Approximately.
I don't know why, but usually when you do approximate, you just round up, right? Round up, round down.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
This is on M Live too. Like this is like a big like
I'm just
Michigan
gonna.
thing.
I'll pretend like I didn't hear them round like that, and we'll just continue. 17 people in this town.
Oh yeah. So we have homes, a bar, a church, a cemetery, and a legend.
Oh,
A legend of a squirrel so big it towers over their tallest hill,
Dude.
and it's
How
chilling
tall is your
chitters.
tallest hill?
Yeah, how tall is the tallest hill?
I don't know. Just imagine a tall hill,
Okay.
and God, I read ahead, and now I'm about to laugh. Okay.
Don't read ahead.
Its chilling chitters echo through the canyons, the deep canyons of Michigan, all our canyons.
It's the best squirrel I can do.
It echoes.
It's only seen at night,
Oh.
and when the sky is darkest and the moon is full.
Okay. This does sound like a legend.
Yeah, I do like this a lot.
The creature's size varies from big, like as big as a cow, to almost as big as a 72 Buick.
What?
That is that is what they say.
1972 Buick.
A 72 Buick. That, I'm not laughing because I've already laughed like 6 times. That was what I was cracking up about. Cause I'm like, you're approximating this dude's freaking size to a 72 Buick.
A squirrel.
A squirrel. Not 6 feet, 8 feet tall, a little wide.
Someone needs
It's
to
a
teach these guys how to approximate because
It's so
they
bad.
don't know how to do it. Let me guess. They probably have like 2 people that live in that town, and they're like, oh, there's about 16.7.
Yeah,
That-
16.
That is all that is known about the squirrel. It is just these 16.7 people are approximately saying it's approximately as big as a cow or a Buick. We
You could
don't
say
know
it's as
it.
big as a cow, maybe a Buick.
A 72 Buick.
It only comes out at night.
Hey,
Dude, the
unpopular
moon's
opinion.
full.
I believe in it.
Really?
It's probably a
And I
popular
kind of want it
opinion.
as a pet.
That city.
It
As a
would
pet-
be in that
Pet,
city.
pet. I don't believe it. They saw a bear.
That's what it seems like, right?
I'll tell you
hate
what, I
that.
do believe the teenager who likes ham. I do believe his story. I just don't know.
It was. I
He was the most credible,
He was
most
credible
source.
enough. He was the most credible source. I don't know what he saw is the thing. I don't think it was the dog man, but
Right.
I don't know. I don't think
He
it was
probably
a wolf.
That's not the
he
dog,
probably
man.
did just see a wolf or a coyote and
I don't
freaked
know.
out.
I don't know because if it was up on its I don't know. If it was up on its hind legs just standing in the driveway,
But what I'm thinking about is if it's 2:30 a.m. and I've been gaming all night because
don't
I
know he was gaming.
We know he was gaming. The fact that he goes down to his basement for his little
Either
brother in
that
video
or
games, be like,
crossword
bro,
puzzle.
I think it was
what's
his
up?
big brother because his brother was 19, right?
True. So this guy has to be.
That guy was like 17 probably. You gotta think. Was he in school? Did he mention school? I forget.
No.
Kev, that's like
It
me
was-
coming into your room at night and being like, "I seen dog."
Would you
man."
trust? Would you trust Jonah if he came like into your room in the middle of the night while
Yeah,
you were
because we've
gaming?
been through stuff together.
We've
We've
been,
been
through
through enough
dog
paranormal
encounters.
stuff together. I'm like, I believe you, man.
I believe you, my dude.
But no, I was just, maybe it's bad grammar because he was just so shaken up. He just couldn't. He couldn't type
He
the right
was
way.
so shit. Dogman was sitting there looking over his shoulder as he typed.
That would've been sick.
Make sure to mention
Dogman's
7
like, hey,
feet.
yeah.
Make
7
sure-
feet.
Make sure to mention I was 7 to 8 feet tall.
Blurry. Blurry's a good
Blurry.
word. Use
He was
it.
blurry. When it was like dark out and he used like 5 synonyms for like how it was dark and ominous. Yeah, that's when Dogman was like throw in some extra synonyms.
Make
It'll
sure
be
they
better.
know, man. It was dark. When
Dude,
I
you
read
know what I
that the
think?
same sentence twice, make sure, man.
I think Dogman might have wrote the article.
I love that idea that Dogman is writing his. Dogman made the song too. Like Dogman is making his own myths.
Yeah. No, I would. Here's the other thing though, because in some of the stories it was like, oh, there's Dogman, and then like that
Some were
website you
Dog
showed
Man.
up, there's
Yeah.
Dogman.
Yeah, there's species.
There's a whole species of dogmen out there. I like that though.
Are there dog
Yeah.
women? Do they reproduce or do they create?
Well, that's the thing that goes into like the idea of Sasquatch because it's basically now common knowledge, like not common knowledge, but common acceptance that if Sasquatches do exist, Bigfoots, there has to be a whole species of them because they've seen them way too much
Yeah.
around all of North America.
Yeah.
So it can't be one single guy; it has to be a species.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's probably a species of dogman.
If Dogman.
If
We
dog
all
is
seen
Dogman.
Meet the. Where was it? Meet the.
Meet the Hendersons.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a whole Bigfoot family in that thing.
That look
Harry
like
Henderson.
Ewoks.
Great movie.
Yeah, and it can't just be like one family of dogmen. Like over time, there's gonna be
A lot of
lots.
dogmen.
A lot of.
Well, that's like when you make the case for like the Appalachian, because we haven't truly explored the deepest parts of the forest, like
Yeah.
not all of it. Like we've done survey stuff, but that doesn't help when you have like all these tall trees. You don't actually know. Then all the cave systems, so you're like, all right, maybe maybe
Dude,
some
the Appalachian
squatches.
Trail scares me, dude.
Dude, I don't. You know what scares me the most
Yep.
about that when you get into it
What?
is that it's the people. Like the
Yeah.
most horror stories that come from it are from like people attacking people.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was laying in bed at night and I'm scrolling through Instagram reels and it was like it was talking about the Appalachian Trail and like what not to do at night if you hear like people screaming or anything like that and I was like I can't
Is
watch
that like
this at night.
skinwalkers or like actual
was-
people?
I don't know,
setting
but
It's
traps?
it could be
traps.
both.
but that's
but,
what's
like-
so sad about it.
But the Appalachian Trail has that type of stuff that happens because it's not like
But-
that's why I would never do it. I don't think I
Yeah,
could.
no,
Well, that's what it's like when there's a situation where like common decent human like common human decency of someone screaming for help, I should go help them, is out the window because you don't know if it's actually a trap.
No,
Like when
okay,
you
I
have to be
remember what the
that
video actually
scared.
said. The video said if you're on the Appalachian Trail and you feel like you're being watched, this is what you should do. And this is what you shouldn't do.
Well, I know a lot of that too. They talk about mountain lions.
That's so, but it's
Because
so
mountain lions will stalk
sketchy.
you for like 10 miles.
Yeah, it's also just like so sketchy. Like I just don't like the idea of being like deep in the woods.
Yeah.
Oh,
With a bunch of random strangers who also like
Random
being deep in the
strangers and
woods.
like wildlife and stuff, and it's like you never know if you're being watched.
Right.
And the Appalachian Trail is a perfect spot to like for those people to like do that stuff, which is why it's like
Yeah,
why
it
would
is.
I
Yeah, because you're so off the
you're so off the
board.
grid, you're probably not going to be found. It's like just don't go there. Don't go. I think I found a word.
what's the word today?
Coalesce.
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 I'm ready. I'm ready for the word of the
It
day.
is the word of the day.
Good.
Coalesce. That's what you gotta do. It is the word of the day.
Then he drops the definition.
Yo, it's coalesce. It means to come together, to form one group or mass, to join forces. The ice masses coalesced into a glacier over time. It's a verb. Keep that in mind.
It is the word of the day. Coalesce.
There's this game that's on Steam right now, and I don't know like how many people are developing it. It's got like low budget graphics and stuff, but I forget what the game is called right now. But basically, what the person does is they have people submit real stories that have happened to them, and then basically in the game you live through the story, and you make choices, and based on the choices you make, like they're true stories where the person went through this and survived, but you go through it in the game and then you basically see if you
would
survive.
survive like him.
Yeah, so basically like one of them is like the dude's home alone at night and you know someone breaks into the house and stuff. And like obviously there's added layers to it. Like at one point you sit down, the dude, he's eating lasagna, so you sit down on the couch to watch TV while you eat the lasagna, and like you see a shadow of the person walking upstairs if you're paying attention to the background.
Oh, whoa.
But like obviously the guy didn't notice it
Mm-hmm.
in real life, so obviously that could have not happened.
Yeah.
So like there's some stuff where it's like there's added suspense to it where you see things happen and you're like, oh man, like what's going on, where it's just it makes the game better. But I do think there is like true aspects to it, and he has people submit it and it's like episodic
That's
release,
actually
so they release
really cool.
episodes. And then so there's that one, and then the other one is this hitchhiker killer thing where this chick's car broke down and then she got a ride with someone she met at a gas station, and then like they dropped her off at a motel, and then she got to the motel and she kept feeling like she's being watched, and then she went to this coffee machine at the hotel or whatever and to get some coffee because she had to do some stuff or something, and she went back to the room and she wasn't feeling well and stuff. And then like the person, she like went to talk to the motel manager, and basically like she was telling the motel manager that she didn't feel well because she had like coffee or whatever, and he was like, we don't have coffee here, and like the coffee machine wasn't there anymore.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, and then eventually like the dude's like banging on the door, so she like you hide in the closet to survive, and then the dude ends up coming in, and then like the motel manager comes in and saves you at the end. But it's like I like the idea of games like that where it's
Yeah.
like because it has like that true
That you
like
know
based
it was real.
yeah, like even
Makes it
though like some of the
scarier.
details probably aren't real, you know.
Right.
There's no guarantee that it's real, but just like there's never a guarantee that stuff is real when you like see movies like that, or you unless it's like yeah, there's a lot of people we can verify this is
Yeah.
real, but like horror stories usually you can't verify that they're real because it only happens to like a few people. But there's still like the aspect of it that wow, this is based on a true story in some aspect, you know. It adds to it, and the cool
Yeah.
thing about the game is that it's like it's got like this super like it's got like the grainy sort of like
Yeah.
Dude, that makes horror games.
It
Bad
makes it-
graphics for horror games is somehow
it's
worse.
It's worse. It makes it scarier,
Yeah.
which is crazy. But I like the idea of the game, and I would kind of want to make a game like that at some point.
That'd be
No,
But-
that's awesome.
Yeah, no, but that was cool that they did true story stuff like that. It reminded me of the Reddit stories.
Yeah, because you don't know those are real.
Yeah, you don't
And
know
you-
if they're real, but
But that's why you kind of go with them with like, nah, I'm just enjoying it for the story.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like, it's
it
just
was still like
scary another time.
it was still good stuff.
No, that's
I
a
don't
really
think
cool
it was
idea.
expensive either for like the stories. The first one was free. The Home Alone one was free that you could play. I made my friend play it. But yeah, it was really simple stuff, really simple graphics. And just you can throw like, oh, this is based on a true story, and it's immediately like, whoa, this is creepy,
Yeah,
man.
10 times creepier.
This is some sketchy stuff.
Which that's like the scariest of the horror stuff is like actual real life situations like that.
It really is. Like
Because
real life
it's-
situations are much worse than like that's why like with horror movies, I'm cool with like watching like It or like stuff like that, I'm cool with. But then
Mhm.
like when I start watching like The Conjuring or stuff like that, that stuff
Yeah.
is the stuff that
Right.
like
Real.
can really scare me because that stuff's real. But like I watch It and I'm like, alien clown.
Yeah.
They're all floating and stuff.
Yeah, it's like okay. But like the real stuff, that stuff's like, ooh, this is freaky, dude.
Because you can see it
Especially-
happening.
Yeah, and especially what's the movie? I think it's Sinister. Sinister is the one. If you haven't watched Sinister, I'm so sorry, but I'm about to kind of spoil stuff. Sinister in the movie, basically the whole time, it's a dude who's like trying to solve this case for a book, and like the whole time he's like, there's these weird old films, and in the films he's watching the people get killed, and he's like trying to figure it out, and like you can see like the killer like in the background sometimes in some of the films.
Mm.
And it ends up being like a supernatural thing, like it was the boogeyman. It's a boogeyman movie basically,
Right.
and it was the boogeyman who did it. But like the whole time leading up, you're like, oh, this is almost scarier because it feels like it's based on like a person that was the killer,
Yeah.
but it wasn't a person that was the killer. But you
That's
don't know that till the
crazy.
end. Sorry for spoilers if you haven't seen it, and if you guys haven't seen it. But
Yeah, I don't watch horror movies.
Yeah.
I'm too much of a wuss.
I thought that I would be like that, but I mean, I kind of am with some of them. It just kind of depends. One horror movie that's you would think is scary, but is so funny is The Grudge. It
I don't
like
know what that one is.
it's kind of like the Ring Girl, how she's got like the long
Yeah.
hair. It's like
Yeah.
that, but it's just like worse quality, and it's
Right.
like, it's like in Japan and stuff. It's just it's not even scary. Like they have like I think they have a couple jump scares that are like, oh, that caught me off guard, but I don't count jump scares as scary.
Right.
I find like more like suspenseful stuff to be scary.
Yeah.
Jump scares might be what I fear the most going into one of those movies.
No, like,
you
I
kinda
definitely-
jump and then you laugh
Yeah.
because you're like, oh, you got
No,
me.
yeah, here's the thing. I hate jump scares because it's like I hate them because it's like stupid because
It's not
like
really
it's like
fear,
a one and
just
done.
startle.
It's not a fear like,
Yeah.
oh, you startled me like really badly. That's why I'm jumping. I'm not
Yeah.
afraid. But yeah.
No, it's the ones that actually make you afraid the whole time. You feel uneasy.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Where you're feeling when you're feeling like uneasy the whole time, that's when it's
That's
like,
why you're sinister. The sinister.
The
what?
Sinister
It's
one makes you
scientifically
feel uneasy.
proven in their way as being the scariest movie ever created.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to have the highest sustained heartbeat throughout the movie.
Hmm.
Like you're supposed to be constantly
Oh,
on
yeah, I
edge.
did see that.
Like there's no lows. It's constantly like, oh no. Oh,
No, you
no,
are
oh, no,
constantly
oh, no.
on edge right from the get-go, I think. I don't remember how it's it starts off by playing like the first clip of the things happening. Like
Mhm.
basically what happens is like the boogeyman kind of like possesses one of the kids, and then he has the kids kill their whole family.
Oh, jeez.
So like at the end, so it starts off, you don't know that until the end. So it just starts off with the family hanging from a tree branch,
Mhm.
and then they all get like dropped or whatever, and they all like hang there and die. But what was I gonna say? But it just like right from that beginning, like till the end, I could see it being one of those things where it's just like you're constantly on edge.
Right.
And it's so funny that horror movies do this. I think it's so weird, but like they always the whole time my dude is like walking around the house at night and not turning any of the lights on when creepy stuff is
Yeah.
happening.
No,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
what are you doing? It is so dark for no reason. Turn the lights on. Horror movie logic is so
It's
trash.
so dumb.
I hate it. My goodness.
You're not even wrong though. I never even thought about that.
Like
Like
horror
as soon as I hear any scary sound, I'm flipping a light on, sitting under my like covers for a little bit, and then slowly putting on another light, like hiding in a room for a little bit, then the next light. You play it
Yeah.
safe.
Can't relate.
You gotta play it safe in a horror situation.
Yeah.
In a horror situation, yeah.
Was
But
also-
like I don't know. I do get scared easy, but I think my thing is I don't start off scared. Like I can easily like be in the basement, turn all the lights off, and be in my basement in the pitch black. Walk up the stairs in the pitch black. Walk through my whole house in the pitch black, and get in my bed with no problem.
I could do that.
But
I
like
use my phone flashlight.
I won't even do that.
I'll do that sometimes.
Only
It's
time I'll
weird.
do that is if I'm taking a leak and I don't want to miss. But most of the times I'm just going for
You
it.
pee in the dark?
You madman.
Hey, here's the problem with you two. You guys are
What?
you are taller. I'm
okay.
closer to the bowl.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's harder for me to miss.
You're right, man. You get one bad maneuver, man. It's all everywhere.
Yeah, no, I like.
I will say though, like this normally, so at night this light is normally off.
Yeah.
And so I mean, like when it gets dark out, it's real dark down here, and that light's normally off. So I'll leave my room and I'll turn the light off. And then there's like a quick walk across like this small living area, and then it's up the stairs. And I don't know, it's just like sometimes I do it and I'm like fine, and then sometimes I start off chill, I get to the stairs, I start walking up, and then something hits me where I'm like, my back is to the
Yeah.
empty dark storage room in the empty dark basement, and I start to get that tingle on the back of my neck, and I'm
Yeah.
like, nope, and I start doing the double step upstairs.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
But it's just, I don't know. I usually don't start off scared, but I could see myself starting off scared. Like if we ever go to like a haunted place,
Oh,
I feel like
easily.
I don't know. I feel like I would start off like chill, but then
I
as
would.
the night went on, I'd be like, dude,
Dude, no way.
I would be having a mental breakdown somewhere in a corner.
Dude, I get this like gross feeling in my stomach, and I'm like, oh, it's game over,
It's
man.
game over.
That's
I
how
didn't realize I was going down here.
me and Jordan tried to do a haunted house in
did
Universal
one.
Studios. We did this like Ghostbuster one because we thought it'd
I
be
don't know if
fun.
we should talk about
Dude,
this.
What
freaking
happened?
It's just embarrassing.
terrifying.
It was
Really?
a
Because it wasn't-
Ghostbusters fun little haunted house.
So
and
the
stuff, and it
atmosphere wasn't
scared the
scary. It
life
was
out of
all
me.
like Ghostbusters themed.
Yeah.
But seriously, every 5 seconds, someone was jumping at you or grabbing you from any angle imaginable. So by the time you got through the haunted house, it was like you just felt so like shell shocked because you're like, I got touched like 40 some times in a couple minutes, and I don't know what like life is anymore. My heart feels like it's about to explode. I don't know what's going on.
I had the opposite experience with a haunted house. I had never been in a haunted house before, but so I have like a kind of like a spooky movie group. Not anymore really, but we used to watch like a bunch of scary movies together all the time because I hadn't seen any. So we would just watch like a bunch of like the classics and stuff. So it was at that point where I had watched a bunch of the classics and I had made it through, and I was like, oh, I'm good. And for my friend's birthday, we were going to go to a haunted house, and we were going to go to Eloise Asylum.
Yeah, that's going from 0 to 100. Dude.
I've never been. Yeah,
It's
my
0 to
God.
100.
no, but here's the thing. So we went, and the whole time we're in line, I'm thinking to myself, I never told them this, but they'll hear it on this podcast. The whole time in the line, I'm like, what do I need to do to like get out of this? Because I'm kind of afraid right now. I've never been in a haunted house, and I realized that this is Eloise Asylum. I've just jumped from like 0 to 100 real fast.
Yeah.
Went through the asylum, was not scared the whole time. Like
Really?
I tried to like, you know how like if you make yourself like have fun or be scared, it's a lot more fun in there.
Yeah.
I tried doing that. I couldn't make myself like afraid in there, and I couldn't.
Well,
I tried to like, the people are jumping out at you and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was trying to like be like, oh my gosh, like but
It's
I
straight
just
face, and I'm like, oh hey, man.
well, here's
I
what
couldn't do it.
think
I could have
is.
straight faced through the whole thing and been fine.
I think it was
That's
because
crazy.
Caleb and I went together.
Yeah.
I think if we were in a group of people, we'd be fine.
Yeah.
I think if we were with a group of
Well,
friends,
me
we
and,
would have been fine. Because
Yeah.
then it also adds, like, not even, like, I feel like it's even subconsciously where you're like, I'm not going to be afraid. Like, I want
Yeah.
one of them to be afraid instead of me and then
Yeah.
laugh at them. So you're like, it's
But that's
subconsciously
me.
a competition to not, like, be the scared one. But when
No,
it's
I
just
don't know.
Caleb
It
and I didn't
But in
feel
a
that.
group
I was like,
setting,
I'm just
I'm
going.
that
we
guy.
let the
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Like I'm the guy who's running around screaming because I don't know what to do anymore. Like I'm that guy.
Me and Noah Carter let the group go forward, and we hung back for a little bit
Really?
of it. So there was
You
two sections.
crazy.
There was two sections. There was the asylum part, and then there was like they have like a basement area stuff. I forget what it was, that part was really weird. That part was weird, and it wasn't as scary because it wasn't realistic stuff. They had like half spider human stuff in there. So like, and also there was stuff that was like obviously not real, which I think was a big thing that made it not scary to me. But we hung back and we weren't scared for that. The only thing that got me, I think, there were two things. There was a room with a bunch of bunk beds in the asylum part, and they had like, you know, covers draping over the bed, so you didn't know where people were. So I knew obviously there's people in the beds and they're gonna jump out and scare you, but I didn't know where. So that part was like, oh, I don't want to get jump scared, but like whatever,
Right.
I'll go first. I went first for that. And then the other thing is they had like, we were walking through the basement part with the spider people things in there, and we were coming up to like a doorway, and then it was like a small room, and then there's a doorway on the left, and like in the corner of the room there was like this massive spider thing, and me and Carter were like, okay, whatever, we go through, it's just a big spider.
Yeah.
We step through the door and the spider thing launches
Really?
forward.
Oh,
Yeah, so it was a
jeez.
massive thing that it was constantly on a loop of lunging forward and then sliding back, and
That's
then lunging forward and sliding,
crazy.
but we happened to come there at the time
When it was
where
back,
it was lunging forward. So it was that part got me because I was like, whoa, I didn't expect that. There was nothing like that in the haunted house before that. But I don't know, it didn't scare me, which I was honestly disappointed about. But I think haunted houses just don't scare me because I know they're not real.
Well, that's
Which is why I want to do. Eloise has they have an asylum tour thing at night that they do, which
Nope.
isn't the haunted house. It's just like a tour of the
actual
asylum. Yeah, but
because
it's,
the asylum's supposed to be haunted.
yeah. So I would do that, and I think the tour is it's like a group tour thing. It wouldn't.
Yeah,
just
it's
be
not
like
meant to
you go with
scare
your
you. It's
friends.
it's kind of like when you tour Alcatraz,
Yeah.
and then you hear like stuff going on. You're like, what's going on? It's like, oh, it's just spirits. Just keep going, sir. It's just the executed.
I'm good.
But yeah, I do want to do that. We haven't done it, but I would do that. I think I would do an asylum tour. Is the thing.
It sounds so cool to do, and like
Yeah.
not even from like a scare point, but from an actual like I want to see the inner workings of asylum.
Yeah.
I would want to do.
And
but
like you
I
have a
just
tour guide,
know
so
I'll
like
be
the tour
freaked.
guide like can give you
Yeah.
information. It's have you ever heard the thing like field trips are wasted on kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they really are, because like I love that educational part of it. So
Right.
I would do that, and it's also a bit spooky being in there, so it's like it's kind of cool. But what I wouldn't do, I wouldn't do unless like a group of us were going and I was like, screw it, dude, for the content, we got to do it. I wouldn't like stay overnight in an asylum
Nope.
like people do, or like overnight in like that type of stuff. Like I'd love exploring those type of things. I would love to explore those type of things. I would never stay overnight in those type of things. That stuff scares me. Like I would start off the night being cool, and then like as the night goes on,
Like once it hits like 4 or 5 a.m. and you realize like, dude, I want to sleep, but there's no way I'm laying down in here.
No,
That
I
would
don't
get
even
me
think it
there.
would be at that point. Like I think I would start off cool. The moment anything happens that's like creepy,
Oh yeah, then
I'm
you're like,
done.
I gotta get out.
I'm
yeah.
done at that point. Like I'm freaking out, and I'm definitely not going to bed. And then by the time like I don't know, I feel like by the time 4 or 5 a.m. rolls around, at that point I've just acclimated to the point where I don't have
Yeah.
any sleep, and I'm like, you
Yeah.
know what? I'll go run through this dark hallway real quick in the dark. Like I don't care. I'll do it.
That I don't know if you ever had it, but it'd be like you wake up like really like 3, 4, 5 a.m. You gotta pee, and you're like, I gotta get up, and your mind's not really there. You're kind of stumbling. You know you're probably gonna miss. Like it's just all bad.
Yeah.
And you're as soon as you're like you're peeing, you're washing, you're getting ready, and then that thing that you get back to your normal conscious. You're like, man, I'm scared right now. I don't know if you guys ever have that.
I had
No, I do,
one.
yeah.
I was actually a couple nights ago. I woke
Oh, man.
up.
Wow, recent.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it wasn't bad. I just woke up, and it was like, I woke up in a physical pain
Oh.
of how bad I had to go.
Oh man.
So I walked over to the bathroom, and I went door open.
Yeah.
You know.
You got it.
And so door open, and I'm just going, and then I look over to my right,
Oh man.
and so from our bathroom, it's a long hallway, and so out the bathroom door, I can see all the way down to the end of the hallway, and then the staircase going down. So the corner of the staircase was just absolute pitch black. Everything else had light except for that corner. I'm just looking at it, I'm like, I wonder what's in that corner. But then I'm sitting there and I'm like, there's nothing in the corner, but something could be. But then I started even getting into debate. I'm like, what what could be in that corner? Like, what if I were
Yeah.
up here? What would I be in that corner? Who would I want to be if I seen that corner? And it was more a psychological debate
Yeah.
with myself.
Well, that's
and then
what
I
I
went to
think
bed and I'm
Good,
like,
like,
huh,
horror is. It's letting your mind decide what could be the thing.
yeah.
Like, if you just give
Yeah.
them a situation where it's like there's just darkness around you, I don't know what's. It's like why people are afraid of the dark, even when like
It's 'cause
you
you don't
shouldn't
know
be.
what's there.
Right? It's just it's your normal human instinct to be like, I have no clue what's around me. I'm
Yeah.
starting to freak out.
Yeah.
That's why I don't. Every haunted house haunted this, haunted that, whatever. Never going to step foot in the forest.
Oh, yeah.
Would
Yeah.
never step foot in
Yeah.
the forest at night. I'll lose my.
Well, there's
freaking
also
I'll tell you what.
animals that could
Well,
get
like
in
if
the
you're doing
forest.
like any of the stuff around us, you might have to see a coyote, but coyotes don't
Yeah.
attack humans. Like they're not like that.
This was
It's a desperate.
this was the sketchiest thing I ever did. I regret doing it. So when we went on, I think it was during the church. You guys might have been there when we went to what campground did we go to for the church camping trip?
Portage.
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 I think it was
campground
at
in Michigan.
Portage. The people wanted to go for a hike that day, and I wasn't feeling well that day. But I told them I'd go on the hike, and my parents were like, "You should still go on the hike." I wasn't feeling like super
With who?
bad. I know like Andrew, Ben were there, Aaron Escobar was there.
Goofy group.
Yeah, it was just some of the guys were going on a hike, and I was like,
Yeah.
whatever,
Us men.
you know, I'll go. They had like a long hike planned out to like a lake, and they were planning on
Yeah,
hiking
yeah.
all the way there,
I
spending
remember that
time at.
because I sat it out.
Yeah, did you
I
go
went
on
in-
it? You might have
I
been
went
on the
and
hike.
went like fishing or something. Like
Yeah,
that
I was
instead.
fishing.
Okay, yeah, I went. So we were. It was probably. I think it was like a 3-hour hike to get to the lake, and then they were going to spend some time at the lake, and someone would drive and pick them up.
Oh,
And it was through the woods the whole time on a path. I went with them for probably an hour of the hike, and then I wasn't feeling well. And because I wasn't feeling well, I was like, I don't want to finish this hike. I'm going back. And they were like, okay, just make sure like you text us or whatever when you get back, just so we know.
Oh God.
I walked an hour back through the woods by myself. It was a skip.
No.
I started walking.
and it's even daytime too, and it's still.
I was
terrifying.
sick, so I wasn't thinking about it as like it would be like creepy or anything. So I like first 15 minutes I'm fine or whatever. I'm walking back, and then it slowly started to hit me. I'm alone in the woods right now. Nobody knows where I'm at in the woods right
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
and I kind of feel like I'm being watched right now. So I don't
Oh,
like it.
no.
I started picking up the pace. I was like, I should have just stayed with the people. I made it back, obviously. I think I
He's
did
an
run into
imposter.
people.
Obviously.
He's a melon kid. We
I-
don't know.
I think I did run into people at one point. I think I like crossed paths with people on the path.
Well, that's
at one
good. I mean, you
No,
wouldn't
I
do it
would be
completely
scared
wrong.
all
alone.
the time. Like they're gonna
Really?
kill me.
No, I don't
This
want to
is
pass
it.
people.
Dude, the
I
worst
don't want to run into anything until I'm
was you used to up on the trees with like the little like gnashes in them and the little like twig people on the ground. You're like, oh God, no.
That was probably one of the scariest moments of my life. I don't think I would ever. I don't like going in the woods already, and I didn't want to go on that hike, but I did it because I was like, well, I did say I'd go. I'll just do it, you know. But I should have gone fishing with you guys, I
Yeah.
guess.
We were like
Yeah,
catching
love
frogs
fishing.
and stuff.
I think I feel like I remember that because I feel like the moment I exited the trail, I ran into you guys with your fishing stuff.
That was the same year I kissed the frog, wasn't it?
Lick the frog.
It was a
Like the
French
frog.
kiss.
That was the first. That was
Who
my.
gave you money? Did
Him.
you give him the money?
Did I?
Yeah, your dad did.
My dad did.
Because you were supposed to give me the money, but you didn't have the money. So I think your dad gave me $5.
That is so funny. I bet Caleb $5 that he would
wouldn't kiss. a
yeah, that he
frog.
would French kiss a frog. And he picked up this frog and freaking tongue out, just like licked its mouth a
like
couple
mouth
times.
to the like butt.
Oh.
He like licked the entire bottom of the frog.
No, I thought it was the mouth, right?
Like up to the mouth, yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude, he licked the whole underside of the frog. That's so disgusting. And for $5, hey, I mean, he's fine still.
Yeah, it was like 8 years ago.
Maybe.
All right, I got a weird question. Not a weird question.
You need to move back in front.
I got a
You've
question to
been on
ask
this
you guys.
side.
Okay.
You guys do your cuticles?
No.
No. You're talking about these bad boys down here,
your
right?
Your nails?
The nails and then your toenails?
Nope.
No, what do you mean by, you mean like push them down?
Push them down, clip them?
No. Do you?
Yeah. Frequently. Maybe once every week and a half.
No.
He does it at
Gosh
least every
darn it.
3 days.
No,
if
I
we're
don't.
being
I mean, one
honest.
part of it's like a weird like habit where like, oh, I just gotta clip them off real quick. Even though my nails look disgusting because I keep like freaking pick at the little
I
stuff.
don't see, like, look at my nails. Like, I don't really have any.
Oh,
Wait, no,
I
put your
got
fingers
bad
out.
ones.
Put your
I
fingers
just
out. Yeah,
don't.
you need to do it.
I don't really
I'm
have
going
any,
to.
do I?
No, you can push it back a little bit, but no.
Yeah, I guess I could a little bit. But I don't really like. Yeah, I don't really have that issue. Also, I just don't see a need to do it.
Yeah, true.
What does it do? What does pushing them back do? Does
We
it do
make them look
anything?
cuter. Like it just makes them look better.
Caleb, why do you need to look cuter?
It's always a grind.
You're already peak cuteness.
Oh, pardon the interruption. But here's your holiday forecast first. September 23rd, Friday, the day that this came out, and you should be listening. It is American Indian Day. Celebrate our native tribes. It's Education Technology Day. That one's really lame, actually. This is my favorite. Hug a Vegetarian Day. Give your meat-hating neighbors a nice little squeeze, if you know what I mean. The International Day of Sign Languages. The next holiday we represent in sign language. It's National Baker Day. So get baking, big guy. Put some cookies in the oven and anything like that. National Checkers Day. I don't know what that means. Like checkers, like the game, or like the color. Because the picture it gives me as an example is a poodle in a red, white, and blue suit for the 4th of July. It's also National Brave Day. Be bold, be brave. National Dogs and Politics Day. I don't know what that one means at all. National Go With Your Gut. Go With Your Gut Day. You got a big decision to make?
Go with your gut.
The National Great American Pot Pie Day. That one's actually really bad. Oh, this one's great. Have you ever had just a hankering for a nice slap of meat? National Snack Stick. Snack Stick Day. Like those sausages. National Temperature Control Day. It is the Elvis Festival. The Restless Legs Awareness Day. And we all had those late. We're sitting too far much on the couch, reading our nice little book, playing our little video games, and your legs fall asleep. Today's for you kind of guys, you know. This is the Teal Talk Day. I think that means actually something that I forget what it means. Seed gathering season. This one's for you, man. The Redhead Appreciation Day.
No comment on that one, sir.
And then, most importantly, and we saved the best for last. It is the first day of autumn, the best holiday around. So,
Autumn's not a holiday; it's a season. 2, 3, 4.
autumn is here. Spooky season is here. Can't wait to carve my pumpkins, looking at your pretty face, my jack-o'-lantern baby. Yeah, my baby. Leaves falling to the ground. Of that crunchy sound. Rake in the piles and jump into them. Oh baby, can't wait. 'Cause autumn is finally come around. Oh baby, autumn is here. Oh baby, spooky season is here. All those goblins, ghouls, they come to scare your pants right out. But doesn't matter, 'cause Jeepers Creepers. Doesn't matter, 'cause autumn is here. Doesn't matter, 'cause spooky day is almost here. You want to do that for the transitions for the episode?
What?
We're just go like.
Well, guys, that's the end of our podcast for this week. We hope you guys enjoyed. We had a great time talking about Dogman and other cryptids, especially Big Squirrel Boy. I forget his name. Do you remember?
The green squirrel of Amble.
The Green Squirrel of Amble. We had a great time learning about cryptids, talking about some creepers and jeepers.
It's
having fun.
Yeah, we did have fun. It's the spookiest time of year, so
It is. We're approaching the spookiest time of the year, so we got to get spooky with the season.
Right.
we're gonna
And
have some awesome spooky podcasts coming.
we are.
Do you like
We
your,
got them planned.
Do you like your pants dry?
What?
Don't listen to these podcasts
You
this
always
next
say
couple months.
things.
I'm saying they're going to pee themselves out of fear.
Okay.
We hope you guys had as much fun as we did because we had a good time here. We'll catch you guys at the next podcast. Don't forget to listen to the podcast.
And follow
Many
Magic
times.
Touch Photos.
Follow Magic Touch Photos. Follow the podcast. Leave us a review on the podcast. Why not?
Please.
If there's, you know what? If there's a topic you want us to talk about, let us know.
I will
Please.
hyperfixate on it.
Let us know. He'll
Please.
hyperfixate on it.
Now I go crazy. Is all I will be.
Please.
He'll go crazy. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.